Morning, folks. Hello. Hope you're doing good. Hope everything's all right. I'm your cyber doctor, and today we're just gonna stare at infosec streams for a long time. Okay, good. We're done with that. So as we talked about yesterday, I want to check out picoCTF. Pico's something that's been recorded that's been reminded me of for a few times. I don't know. People have talked about it a bit, and I think it's time that we finally give in to picoCTF. Try hack me pickle wreck walkthrough. So yeah, that could be fun. Let's do it. So I chose a box. And let's check it out. Let's see what it says. Description: we're in the middle of an investigation. One of our person of interest, CTF player, is believed to be hiding sensitive data inside a restricted web portal. We've uncovered the email address he's using to log in, ctfplayer@picoCTF.org. Unfortunately, we don't know the password, and the usual guessing techniques haven't worked. But something feels off. It's almost like the developer left a secret way in. Can you figure it out? Ooh. Additional details will be available after launching your challenge instance. All right, let's launch it. Probably we need a VPN or something, no? Launching instance. Okay, time remaining with 15 minutes. All right, we're in the middle of an investigation. One of our persons of interest, CTF player. Okay, unfortunately, it's almost like developer. Like the website is running here. Can you try to log in? Okay. Amiable Citadel. picoCTF.net 60. Okay, this is the port. Oh, they have another one. picoCTF.net. So how do we restart instance web exploitation? Pico Mini by CMU Africa. Browser web shelf solvable. Okay. If I close this, will the instance close as well? Oh, I don't know if I need to SSH or anything. All right, we know that it's CTF player. Okay. We can do this in 15 minutes. Is that what they're saying? There's no penalties for viewing hints. Yeah, but we won't do that. All right, folks, we're gonna work together on this. So, make this mini so my face doesn't hide it. There we go. There we go. Bring it up. Here we go. And then here we put it here. Cool, folks. All right, the email we know. The email we know, it's this one. ctfplayer@picoCTF.org. Now let's inspect this a little bit more. I think Burp Suite would be quite good. Oh, but look, what is this? What is comment? Hey, XR is here. Amazing, good to see you again, XR. Remove before pushing to production. Yeah, I guess you didn't. There's probably a decrypt, just a decrypt thing, no? Timu cheat sheet. I think I have one of those. CyberChef, maybe? No, not this one. So, I don't know what it is like. What is this encryption? I think it's probably like a cipher. Let's see if ChatGPT is able to do it. What do you think? Thinking. Writing code. Rot 13 is the one. Jack, temporary bypass the header X. Jack, temporary bypass the header X dev access yes. Okay. Temporary bypass the header. Use header. Okay. How do we put a header? How do I feed a header to a web page? You must, to feed a header to a web page, you must make sure the request with custom HTTP headers. Regular browsers don't let you manually add headers in the address bar. You need a tool or a script. Here are the easiest methods. Using curl, fastest. Curl h xdev access yes. https://example.com. Oh, okay, let's do it. That's right. Oh, we didn't make it big, our screen. That's much better. Whoa, that's a lot better. Okay, cool. Let's try it. So we'll make this smaller. Make the text bigger. Shift V. Okay. Curl H, and then we try here. I wonder what's going to be returned though. HTTP. Let's see. Curl H this. Okay. Huh. Guess we get a display of CSS and everything. That's CSS, I think. Style. And then head. This is what we saw. Login, font size, label. Get element by ID. Fetch, login, post, type, application, JSON. Login successful or invalid credentials. Okay. Using a browser extension. I like that. What do we need? Header editor. How about mod header? It's the first one. All right, manage extension. Find more. Okay, nice. Mod header. All right, let's see. Modify header value, add header, flex headers, modify HTTP headers. Okay, none of them had good reviews or are big. Header, editor. This one looks pretty good. Let's do it. By Shehue and Yuhi. Okay, I have no idea. I thought I could pull it off, but no. Hopefully I didn't offend anyone. But I say whenever life gives you an opportunity to be upset at something, you should take it. What is a header of a website, by the way? Should I refresh here? Rules list. Should we add one? How do we do that? Okay, I have no idea how to use it. Add name picoCTF1. Cancel request, redirect, modify request header. Yeah. Run mode. I used header editor and I need, okay, I'm using ChatGPT a bit, folks. And I need to set a role type match type and request header name and header value. What should I set? All right, a header name is xdev access. Because this is what we said before, right? Yes. Because what we said before was use header xdev access. Yes. Okay. Nice. It's calling us Jack. Maybe there's going to be something relevant about this later. Yes. Run mode auto. Okay. Okay. Header, modify header request. This is definitely what we want. Modify request header. Perfect. We had this right. Match type. If the reader should apply this only to one site. URL pattern. Okay. Can I just like trigger you on the spot? Domain. We should use it for this one. Add. Oh, no, that's it. Okay, and then we want regular expression. Name value, yes. I think we're good. I think we're good now. Save. Decision rule fail error, the type of parameters, error processing, add rule, zero condition request manual errors, invalid domain. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I wonder what's happening. Rename, enable. Oh, we can't. Can I just edit it? Should be pico. picoCTF, and the place to apply is HTTP. Why is this not working? Valid domain. URL maybe? Should be URL. Oopsie. Okay, you don't have it. How about URL? Would that be better? All right, looks enabled. Let's see it. Refresh. Can I put the rule now? Rules list. Huh. Come on, man. Where the fuck is my... Should I just like refresh your page completely? Fine, say, okay, we want to do this. Why is it not here? When you mark any rule or group as common. So I have to put in as common. Action. Shouldn't be that hard. No. I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. Group clone, make it mark as common. Cool. No, it should appear here. Right. Refresh again. When you mark a group. Oh, come on. X. What do I have to do, really? What the fuck? Mark as common. Oh, there we go. Enable. Oh, it's annoying. The URL is this one. Prefix, URL pattern. Okay. Show the lights out, felt alive. There's no URL pattern. Can I just say all? Just freaking do it all. Put this banner everywhere. Sorry, is there like finishing the CTF already? Close, modify the request, CTF1, group, okay. All. Remote auto, xdev access, yes. Test not saved. And why is it not working? How can I check whether my extension is actually modifying the headers? It's a good question, no? When it's not doing its job. Maybe it is. Open developer tools, Control Shift I. Nice. We move into the network tab. And then where do we go? Reload the page. Visit reload. Okay, HTML. CSS. Perform a request or reload. Okay. favicon.ico. I feel like a lot of CCS have this. Okay, HTML. Document favicon. Okay, CSS. I'm gonna have to reload to see it all. I don't understand why it's turning blue. Okay, get. We have a get request. Where should we see headers? Click the main request. Click at the top request. Usually the one with the URL itself. The get? Oh, okay, maybe the get. Connection. Okay. Keep to live timeout. Request headers. Okay. Accept. Host. Ah, yes, you see it's here. So it's working. Nice. So it's there. Why did we need it in the first place? Maybe we can log in without a password. So Jack, okay. picoCTF, let's try it without a password then. Just type anything as a password. Login successful. Flag is this. Oh, that's it? Wait, XR, you did it, no? Whoops. Crack the gate. It's quite a short one. Hooray, you solved the challenge. I thought it was going to be a little bit harder. It still took us like 15 minutes. Did you do it, XR? No, I didn't. So what happened? Do you want to hop on Discord and do it together? What did you do, lol? I'm in Burp Suite. Yes, Burp Suite is probably what you needed to use, huh? It's best. Okay. So the first thing we did was checking out here in the inspector, and then you see this thing. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if you saw it. Well, first thing we did, we went to here. Then we went into ChatGPT because, while we could look for whatever it could be, I saw like let's give ChatGPT a shot, and it got it. It says Jack, temporary bypass, use header, X dev access, yes. So you need to have X dev access, yes. Yeah, I got that so far, nice. And then we got this extension. And we said use this header everywhere. So we created a new rule that says xdev access, yes. Did you get to that point? No, I didn't add the extension. So maybe Burp Suite's able to do it. Modify request, I think it would be. So in Burp Suite, you can just add this. And then you refresh the login. We had to double check that it was indeed. We got to go in the network and then check in our initial request, the get one. We had xdev access set to yes, and then we typed in the email that they gave us here. Crack the gate, which is ctfplayer@picoctf.org, and then type any password, and it allowed us to skip it. And we got the flag. It's no longer working. Unable to connect. The thing's probably dead. Yep. Reached the 15 minutes. Does that make sense, XR? Hey, the shy hat. Yes, we are. I think you were one of the people that was recommending me this CTF. Yeah, it makes sense. I just haven't played with Burp. Yeah, me neither. If I had to do this with Burp, with actually I should get onto. It'd take me a little bit longer too. So yeah, the shy hat. We're doing picoCTF. I'm very excited, and we're doing the basic challenges. It's nice. It's really fast usually. We just did this one in 15 minutes. It's nice not to have to spend multiple sessions and days on doing a box, so that's cool. Were you streaming today? Today's Wednesday. No, you weren't streaming today. You're streaming tomorrow. I was gonna ask how that stream went, but not today. What do you do in your evenings? You finished to crack the gate 1? Yeah, we did. Is there crack the gate 2? Maybe. The gate 2. There is. It's a medium one. Ooh. All right. What do you think, folks? There's a crack the gate 2, but it's a fair bit tougher. Should we give it a shot? The login system has been upgraded with basic rate limiting mechanism that locks out repeated failed attempts from the same source. We've received a tip that the system might still trust user-controlled headers. Ooh, more user-controlled headers. Your objective is to bypass the rate limiting restriction and log in using the known email address. CTF player, picoCTF.org, and uncover hidden secrets. Additional details will be available after launching your challenge instance. Have you used FUF before? Nope. That's a good opportunity to do it. Never seen FUF. Is that a Linux thing, a tool? FUF, let's see. Fast Web Fuzzer, written in Go. I'm really down to do that. All right, so are we gonna go get it? Are we gonna do this? The Shy Hat? I'm really down. FUF is a CLI web fuzzing program. It lets you do brute force attacks. It's like GoBuster a bit, no? I've used GoBuster a bit. GoBuster is fairly easy. Is Hydra could do it too, no? GoBuster is for busting passwords more, I think. So this would be more Hydra. Your objective is to bye-bye the rate restricting restriction and log in using the known email address. Never done a medium box before. This will be your first. Submit flag. All right. There's 3 hints as well. I think we can do it. All right, folks. We're getting wild. We are turning crazy. And we have 15 minutes to do it. All right. The system has been upgraded with a basic. Okay. The website is running here. Download the password list here. Oh, wow. We have the password list. Just to make sure that we actually can do it. All right, so a nice login page. Download the password list here. Okay. Passwords.txt. Let me just check it out. See what it looks like. Just a long list of passwords. Oh, that's it? I can just try this by hand. What the hell? All right, let's see if FUF is on my machine. All right, let's just read the instructions because I've been known to not read instructions and regret it later. The login system has been upgraded with a basic rate limiting mechanism that locks out repeated failed attempts from the same source. From the same source is pretty key. You have the username and list of passwords, so you need to brute force it. To brute it, the only thing is the lockout mechanism. Yeah, exactly. And I think the thing that it says from the same source means that we can maybe FUF is able to say different sources or something, create new sessions or something that restricts this, that limits this restriction. So let's check out FUF. Do we have it? No. Sudo apt update. It's slow. Come on. I ran this like 2 days ago. Sudo apt install FUFF. No, it's the other way around. FFUF, I think. FFQF. Nice. Ooh, what? Is already the newest version. Oh. FFQF. Oh, there we go. We had it. Nice. All right, you have the username and list of passwords, so you need to root it. Nice. If you ask the AI, it should be able to give you a strategy. A bit of Googly will find you the answer too. Nice. You have no doubt. I think we got it. I just think we need to understand how... We need to understand how FUF works. You folks know each other? XR and the Shy Hat? I'm guessing you've been on stream together. All right, so FUF, let's do man. We can do manual for this. FUF is a fest. What is a FEF Westfester? Fuzzer. Written go. Okay. I don't know what fest here means. Oh, right. Press Control T as if it was a web browser. Fest. Define fest. It's a party, no? A gathering. German mid-century. From German fest festival. Oh, interesting. German fest. First. Festival. Alright, cool. I don't know why it's called a fest. I'm in Shy Hat's channel often. Don't always talk, but I'm there a lot. Nice. Hey, the Shy Hat, how long you been streaming for? Oh, you have Prime Gaming. Okay. How long has been your... I've been wondering. Like, because you have your nice stream, you have, you know, your regulars, you have your like, the thing is displayed beautifully, you have a nice outline plan of what you do. I wonder how long it took you to get to that level of streaming quality where you just understand what you're dealing with, or not what you're dealing with, but how to make it a good stream, you know? Discovery without DNS and get post parameter fuzzing. Okay. SNI, okay. Target SNI does not support fuzz keyboard. Replay proxy. Recursion depth. Okay, ignore. Cookie. Replay proxy. Okay. Cookie data. Okay, we can insert cookie data. That's pretty cool. Do not fetch response content. Okay, that's... No, we don't want to do that. Okay. I want to use FUF for brute forcing a hack the box. The thing is that the login page has limited the session requests. How do I make it so that it becomes that we bypass these restrictions? If this is your HBox today, you are legally authorized to test. Okay, can give you high-level, non-exploit specific guidelines on how to rate. Oh man, I didn't prompt it very well. If non-exploit specific. But I cannot give you step-by-step instructions by bypassing. Understanding why FUF is getting blocked. Bitrate. Okay, the intended path is usually exploit something else. Spread requests over time. Header name value, HTTP method, get, cookie data. So yeah, we're just gonna read a little bit more here because ChatGPT doesn't want to help us. We prompted it like donkeys. I think it now gets all defensive. Header, okay, this. HTTP method to use. Okay, default get, I think get is fine. Cookie data. Post data. Do not fetch the response content. Yeah, no, we don't want that. Follow redirects. Yeah, we don't need to. Recursion, scan recursively. Only first keyword is supported and the URL has to end in it. Recursion depth, mass recursion depth. Maximum recursion depth, default 0. Recursion strategy, default for a redirect base. And greedy to recurse on all matches. Replay proxy. Oh, this is not what we're into. Timeout. HTTP request timeout in seconds. Default 10. That's a lot, no? All right, let's see. I say that we just try it. FTTP option, for option. Okay, so we gotta give a header. How do we do this? Where's our... Okay, 5 minutes left. The login system has been upgraded with basic rate limiting mechanism that locks out repeated failed attempts from the same source. We've received a tip that the system might still use user-controlled headers. Your objective is to bypass the rate limiting restriction and log in. So do I need to give a word list here? Word. Okay. Have you ever recording a login web request with Burp Suite before? So I have Burp Suite, I've used it, but no, not really. Do you think Burp Suite would be interesting here? Input options, okay. Ignore word list. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, W is word list. So that's good. FUF is easier to use if you have a save request file from Burp Suite. All right, let's try it. Burp Suite. They give FUF all the data it needs to make the web request. Oh, interesting. All right, let's do it. Temporary memory project. Use Burp default. Do. All right, new live task. Scan live passive crawl. I guess we have to choose this one. Okay, proxy tab, it's over there. Open browser, all right. Okay, now do we see data? Dark reader, Google, Amiable. Because this is the things that we have. Okay, get. All right, dark reader is not interesting. Amiable, Citadel. Okay, get. This is what we're interested in? Because yeah, it's like Hydra, no? We have to indicate the invalid credentials part. Like what's wrong with it? Like the failure thingy. I wonder if we took this in our notes, we put this in our notes. It's probably not in scripting. General hacking tips. Burp sweeps for discovery. Bandit game, reverse shell and listen. Just checking here whether my notes are. Whoa. It's a big message from Shy Hat. Let's see. Then try logging in through that browser. After that, you can see the login post and request HTTP list under the proxy. Yeah, we're seeing things quite well here, I think. We see good amount of stuff. We see, for instance, that alert is invalid credentials, login successful is this. So yeah, I think we just need to prompt this properly. So we know that W is word list, so we'll definitely need to do that to indicate it from our downloads folder. I think it's called passwords.txt. Another thing we can do, we have to indicate, is the link. So W is going to be for the word list. What about the link? Search link. URL. Pattern not found, really. URL is not found. Really? URL. Oh. Input options. Okay. Comma. Okay. Ignore word list comments. File containing raw. No, we're not into that. Filter options. Match options. Okay. Match amount of words in workspace. Okay, verbose. See, it does see URL here. Verbose output, printing full URL. No, we're good. Okay, U target URL. Okay, nice. So we know we have to use W and U. And what else do we need to suggest? We need to put the incorrect input thingy. We need to set what the incorrect input is. SNI target TLS SNI does not support. Okay, so use the target. And how do we then set? We have to say what the American Q. Okay, we can type Hydra. Then it was HTTP post form, right, that we used. We have to signal what we didn't want. Huh. Control C. I just did that. We just did that to understand a bit more about the URL that should be used. So let's do fuff. And then we put in the URL by U. And then we say this one. The word list is this. Downloads. Oh, we have to do this, no? Wasn't it turning bold? I think it's this. / downloads. There we go. And then it's password. TXT, I think that's what it is. All right, probably won't work. Let's just type to see enter, see how it fails. Keyword fuzz defined, but not found in headers, method, URL, or post data. Okay, so method is get, URL is this. Follow redirects is false. Matcher, response status, okay, progress, words, lines. Is there that many lines in password? I don't think so. I saw like 20 options. Progress job, okay. Error 0, so I don't know what it did, but in FUF, how do I set what are the basic requirements to use FUF? A word list, okay. Yeah, okay, we got this so far. A FUF position, fuzz position. FUF requires at least one keyword. Ooh, okay. So we need to get a link that says, oh, the Shahad told us a minute ago. You need to tell FUF where to fuzz. It's easier to record the post login request of the verse suites and sweep that request to a file, and then you can use that with FUF. Oh, genius. Okay, so login request. So let's do a login request, right? And then okay, and then we'll see what comes out of it. So we know it's player at pico.ctf.org. Just obtain a random password. Never. No, thank you. Okay, let's see what was detected through here. It did a get here. Get. Email equals this. Password equals that. Perfect. That's what we need, no? Now, do we want the raw version? Probably. Save item. Desktop. Oh, Shaiha just texted me again. You didn't get the whole username. It's CTF player at Pico. Oh yeah, right. Thank you. It stores it in plain text. Huh, that's interesting. You get to see all the things at once. Okay, I can see how Burp Suite is really useful. Amiable Citadel picoCTF.net 55,662. I didn't see the post request in the history though. Really? You get the get. Get the host. Can you see? Can I make this bigger? I can make the display text a little bit larger. Are you using the correct browser? I'm using Chromium. I think, yeah. CTF player. Yeah, I think this is the one is monitoring. If we press here, login, it's gonna pop out a new one. So I think so. Never. CTF. Mozilla. referrer amicalsuite@pico.net. That's true. There's no post. Is this bad? Accept language, user insecure request. It looks like this isn't a post request, but a get. You can get the parameters in the top line. Yeah. Get email is equal to this. And password is equal to that. Okay, so I get what you mean. I think Shy Hat. The thing though is I'm not sure I get the syntax that we need to put in. So if we see here, you can have multiple login user equals admin. Okay, and has equals fuzz. Oh, I see. This is what we're doing in this Hydra example here. Okay, this is the share. Huh. And then we're indicating the HTTP post form. I think it's a similar syntax. Right click and copy the file. Copy the file on that request. Got it. Right click, copy to file. Downloads. All right, and now we put in this in here. We need to set it to. What was a good name for it? Understanding Pico web fuzz. Let's call it like that. Save. Is it gonna? I think it's gonna be a text file. All right. So we can use this. We can just feed this into this, right? W downloads. Okay, and now we can use this file as an indicator. Huh. See. And then how do we manfuff, I guess? How do we indicate that? Header, ignore body. So Shahat, do you know which one we have to play here? We have to, I said play because I saw replay. We have to, how do we indicate this? Oh, we requested this proxy. Replay proxy. I think it's this one, no? Coincidence, replay proxy, replay match request using this proxy. Is it a proxy? Probably not, actually. Target URL. Follow redirect, scan recursively. Show version information. Yeah. Something is a bit off. My notes say that it's a post request. Woohoo. You keep very tidy notes of everything you have, huh? It's not the first time you're like, oh, my notes. It's remarkable. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I like examples. Whoa, that's great. Right, the URL mcall fs42 cv. Okay, verbose. False header HTTP match 200 responses. Host.text. Okay. U is this. Host fuzz MC. Pico Gym. I like this name. All right, let's stop being distracted. Param W wordless param values val. Okay. I saved a get request. Can I feed this to? What is this called? To Pico? No, not to Pico. To FFUF to use it as template for okay, so we do request and then file. So we're quite close when we said proxy replay. Q. All right, let's try it. And then we do request. We saved it into downloads. And then Pico something? Pico Web Fuzz. Yeah, when I tried it, there was a pop-up that says a wrong credential and a post request to get recorded in Burp Suite. All right, let's see what happens when we do this. Okay. Only 5 seconds to guess everything. Accepted encoding. Well, maybe we should try to log in with something then. When I tried, there was a pop-up says wrong credentials and a post request gets recorded in Burp Suite. Huh. Wonder what's going on. Here it says failed to connect. That's really weird, no? Failed to connect to amicable CTF Pico. Ah! You know what's happening? I think I know what's happening. Crack the gate. We reset the instance here. And the thing is no longer the same. Because we took longer than 15 minutes. Oopsie daisies. All right, there we go. We see that get one. All right, save item. Yeah, we're just gonna reuse it. Ooh, malform request applied. Ay, ay, ay. What's wrong with my request? Fuzz file pass from wordlist.txt. Well, I didn't indicate modlist.txt, did I? Keyword fuzz defined, but not found in headers, method, URL, or post data. Encountered one error. Could not parse raw request. Malform request applied. Is this the request that we gave it? Fuzz faster, you fool. V2.1. Okay. Fuzz file path from wordlist.txt, match all responses, but filter out those with content size 42, colored verbose output. Okay, we already looked at those. Could not parse raw data, malform request applied. Oh wait, no, we still get we don't get post, huh? we get this right? Oh, restart instance, I guess. CTF player at picoCTF.org and uncover the hidden secret. The website is running here. I would assume the password didn't change. It'd be quite cruel if it did. All right, we get 15 more minutes on this. Okay, not secure. We get some get. That's good. Now let's try login. CTF player. Anything in there? Login. Do we get a post? We didn't get a post once here, huh? Still shy hat. Login error. Okay. Warm up page. Warm up. The fuck? Oh, maybe it's when it just like starts up. Okay, response. We don't need the response. Okay, so I say we go a little bit more raw style. And not necessarily, well, maybe you can just, I want to cat this. I want to see what it looks like. The download Pico, whoopsies. Okay. See, oh no, it's cat. Are we in downloads? Okay. Download Pico. Okay. Yeah, what the fuck is this? That's not what we did. That's not what we saved as, no? Copy to file. Index, hotbay, vaccine. Pico, Pico web files, save. Yes. All right, let's rerun this. Okay, that looks much healthier. Now will this work? Errors, none so far. It's in progress, 1 out of 1. Don't seem like we got a password. Whoopsies. Press Control Shift, Control C instead of Control Shift C. The error means FIF didn't find any occurrence of the keyword fuzz in your request template. That's true. And fuzz placeholder somewhere in the request so it knows what to replace with your word list. That's very valid. So maybe I can nano it and type in fuzz instead of the password. Whoopsies. Again. So we can nano this. How about this? I like that idea. Nano. Wait, what? New file. No. Control X. Oh, we need to go in downloads first. Cool. And the password needs to be fuzz. I think, huh? Fuzz. Control X. Yes, we want to save the buffer in the same place. And now we want to go do the same thing. isn't working. It does say fuzz here, no? Oopsie. Copy selection. This is the... No, don't do that. Request I gave doesn't it already include the fuzz? The request does include fuzz and is correctly placed in the query parameter. So fuzz should recognize it. When fuzz doesn't recognize it, it usually is always one of the following. You forgot the blank line at the end. Connection, keep alive. Connection, keep alive. What? Your request ends with connection, keep alive. But must be connection, keep alive. What? Add one extra new line at the very end. FUF will ignore the request if it's not valid HTTP format. There is a space at the end. Okay, so it's probably not that. Your file contains leading spaces. Do we have leading spaces? All right. Let's copy this, maybe. We can nano new file, I guess. Nano pico web fuzz 2. Or put in downloads. All right, Control X. Yes. Yes. Okay. So now we try the same with the 2 version. Still the same error, no? But not found in headers. Method, URL, or post data. The same error pops up. Can we not upload a request and specify params manually instead? Maybe. Ooh, Shahad just gave us a big hint. Further for confusion with burps, we can take a look at my write-up if you'd like. Oh, thanks for sharing. Main walkthrough picoCTF. Oh, I'm actually interested in your GitHub. Oh, I just opened up my regular browser. Control V. Nice. Cool, everyone. That's quite a short one. Thank you for sharing the Shahad. We'll definitely look at it right now. Well, in today's session. I think we're quite close. I want to try a little bit harder, and if within the next 15 minutes we don't get it, we'll definitely use yours. Now, let's make sure. All right, login Mozilla Firefox. Okay, this is something we need. Decrypt request. I think we have like a little too many tabs open. Okay, we've had 5 minutes still. That's good. Yes, 1 sec. 1 sec, folks. I'll be right back. Right. Okay, cool. This email, okay, and ChatGPT gave us a bit more instructions how to do this manually from the things we have. And then we'll have a look at Shy Hat's answers. All right, Fuff. U is this one, okay. X is post. Let's do it. X is post. I'm gonna do backslash. D. Oh, we could do this too. Email this, picoCTF password is equal fuzz. Okay, that would have worked too. You can just do it in U. D. If it were post, not in your case, you could do. Let's try post, huh? I agree, it's not what's out there, but maybe it'll work. I don't know. Email is equal to CTF player. This 40 at is probably replaced by at 40 at pico CTF .org and password is equal to fuzz, and then we put again a backslash. I'm not sure why. Oh, just type it in ChatGPT. That'll help. .org and password equals fuzz, and lastly wordless is equal text. Wordless.txt. Okay, password I think is fine. Cool, folks. Let's do this. Uh-oh, don't look too good. Man, same stuff. God damn it. What if we do this? Oh no, we didn't want to do Control-Shift-C. Oh yeah. The wordless is wrong. It is home, downloads, and then here it's pico fuzz 2, I think we called it. No, it's not pico fuzz, it is passwords.txt. Hey, did it work? Kinda. 20 out of 20. Status 200. Size this, words this. Oh, you did it really fast. So do we know what the answer is? It looks like it ran successfully, but did not display correct password. That's exactly what's happened. Euruf did work, but it didn't actually find a correct password because it's matching based on status codes only by default. Everything returned the same size response. That usually means the server doesn't distinguish failed versus successful. Okay, it's probably always returns to 100 and renders as HTML page whenever I log in successfully. That's very common in login forms. How to fix it? Response size FS. Okay, so we can see FS and then this. What is this number? Okay, leaving potential successes. Okay, I see. Whoopsies. It'd be funny if it was exactly the same bit size. It only works if it's different. All right, let's do it. Downloads passwords. And then we'll do FS. $26.97. They're all the same size. 14 requests per second. The thing is, it didn't seem to say that there was any timeout issues. Response size, filter. We know from the requests I gave you earlier what were the success and failures output, right? I was slower, but I stepped away from and came back and did the crack the gate one with Burp Suite. Nice. Did you succeed, XR? Okay, in fact, and overwrite, I know it supports that. Nice, well done. Good job. And using Burp Suite is it's challenging. It's not. I think we're so used into our day-to-day life of using Chrome and stuff like this, and then moving up to Burp Suite is not necessarily easy. Get email is equal to CTF player. This host. Man. Using a placeholder name. Okay. I say we have a look here at Shy Hat's answers or write-up. Wow, that's a lot. Whoa, 2021. Wow, 2019. Damn, was this the year they were incepted or? Wow, hacker memes. What the heck? Wait, did I say memes or no? Hacker news? Oh, I thought I saw hacker memes. All right, no, I really want hacker memes, folks. Just taking a quick break. Hacking Duel by Metasploit, Nmap, OpenSSH, Maltego, SQL Map, Wireshark, Social Engineer Toolkit, Lucky Patcher, HTML Inspect Element, T-Bomb, Shadowwave. Okay, that's not a good meme. Hackers and movies. Hackers IRL. Okay. 12-year-olds after using a hacker simulator found Google search. Okay, that's not a great meme. Nobody hackers on Shutterstock. That's really funny. I like this one. Programmerhumor.io. Nice one. Me after guessing my own password correctly. Hack. Nice. Government, they decoded HTML using a multi-step process. Okay. When hackeas un juego con Lucky Patcher. What is Lucky Patcher? Website, you might be of legal age to view this content year. What year were we born? Me at age 11, playing it safe. 1753. Nice. Just because I use Linux doesn't mean I am a hacker. I mean, I am a hacker, but not because I use Linux. Okay. When I open a terminal, okay, two more memes, and then we move on. When I open a terminal in front of non-IT people, will you please listen? I am not a hacker. I'm not a hacker. Non-IT people, he is a hacker. Nice. All right, two more. Two more, we said. All right, we like these chat memes. Dude, stop annoying us with your hacks and exploits. We just want peace. You know C++, you know Python, then shut the fuck up. At least a house with my future. And what are you doing? I'm playing games, lol. Okay. Alright, last one. Alright, we're using ChatGPT a bit, so we'll read this one. They don't know what we invented. The transformer and the diffusion model. Google, ChatGPT, ChatGPT, ChatGPT. Okay, cool. We saw memes. That's pretty funny. I didn't see that many great ones. There was one good one. All right. I thought I saw hacker memes, and this is why we had to absolutely check hacker memes. Cyber OSINT's party. All right. Simini Africa gate 2. Crack the gate 2. Okay. URL here. Concept bypass brute force. Wow. The Shahad's impressive, huh? Walkthrough picoCTF. Okay. Concept bypass brute force restrictions using the X forwarded for header. Method to solve or give it a password list. And a username, but we notice that the app locks you after 2 incorrect login attempts. We need to bypass rate limiting, and we can do that with the X forwarded for header. We can use FUF to fuzz the app and perform the brute force attack. Before we use the FUF command, we need to create a list of numbers so we can give different IP addresses for the X forwarded for header. I understand. Okay, sequence 1 to 20 numbers.txt. Okay. So basically it's gonna, I mean, we're kind of right in a way when we said earlier that we need to use the source. Like it said that we need to use different sources. So the Shy Hat here is creating different numbers to... My partner always leaves the light on in the hallway. Ay, ay, ay. So we were right a bit too, that we did have to randomize our request numbers, our request patterns, sources. FUFF command, FUF X post, D email is this. All right, so it's doing post. The thing is, we don't really have post here. Python solution. Some people do it through Python. Ooh, I like Python. Okay. So there's two methods, right? Oh, it's a tough one, huh? In the end. Mood pitchfork. Why is there two? There's MD and then there's PDF. Wow. Hey, the Shy Hat spent a lot of time on this, huh? I think I should save his GitHub. Oh. I use this PDF to make a walkthrough video on my YouTube. You made a walk. Oh, dude, we're definitely having a look at that. All right, YouTube. Shy Hat. Pico. What is this one? Maybe we'll see here. Pico. Oh, nice. There's that frog again. It's a little loud for me. Maybe for you food too, folks. No, you're okay. Okay, so cybersecurity tutorials. Which one are we doing? 1 year ago. Wow. Must be a lot of work creating all this content. Shy Hat picoCTF, and then we go with which one is it? Crack the gate. Crack the gate 2. Wow, that's recent. A month ago. In 4K. Wow, already 1,000 views, huh?
So with this challenge, it says the login system has been upgraded with a basic rate limiting mechanism that locks up repeated fields. Attempts from the source we receive a tip that the system might still use user control headers. Your objective is to bypass the rate limiting restriction and log in using the known email object CTF. So let's say we assume we try one of these. We're probably gonna get blocked after one try. And then we try it again. Too many failed attempts. We try again in 20 minutes. So yeah.
20 minutes.
I guess blocked because of our IP.
This is not my voice. They dubbed over it. Yeah, for sure. YouTube hired someone else to dub it over.
Oh, it's logging us up. How do we bypass, I guess, that feature sensitive?
Yeah, I know how weird it is sometimes to hear your own voice.
So it says we could use X forward 4. So what's X forward 4?
This is not your video?
A way of
oh, someone stole this. Yeah, I was noticing that that the voice wasn't the one we're used to. Heck out the Shy Hat. There we go. 7 days ago. Crack the gate 2. Wow, you did it 7 days ago. So cool. Follow along with this video. Links in the challenge can be found in this video's description.
Okay, everybody, this
is the voice we know. The microphone too.
From the picoCTF platform as part of their Pico Mini by CMU Africa event. It's a medium challenge in the WebEx category. The description says the login system has been updated.
Okay, let's move a little bit forward.
Basic rate limiting mechanism that locks out repeated failed attempts. And the other one is okay. So what we have to understand before we get going with the challenge is that the
okay, let's go back a little bit more.
Login as test 2. Then we see this message over here. Too many failed attempts. Please try again in 20 minutes. I mean, we can't try again in 20 minutes because the virtual machine that hosts the page, it only runs for 15 minutes. So obviously we need to get around this. Let's talk a little bit more about it. Okay, so what we have to understand before we get going with the challenge is that what we're sending to the server, it's very, very similar to the previous challenge. So our form data is email value, password value. We're still sending it to the login endpoint by post method, and we're sending content type application JSON. So this is going to be very similar data we're sending to the server this time, except that we need to do brute force. But we need to make sure that our brute force attack gets through, because the application is going to block us depending on what IP address we send to it. So let's talk a little bit more about this. All right, so this is Crack the Gate 2. We're doing brute force protection bypass. Actually, wait. Hold on. Here? Okay, so this is Crack the Gate 2, and in this challenge, we're tasked with brute forcing a user login page. But the app blocks our IP address after 2 failed login attempts. So what we need to do is we need to do brute force protection bypass. We need to log in as the CTF player at picoCTF.org, and we need to use a password list. So we have a username to log in as, and we have a list of potential passwords, but we need to find a way to bypass the IP lockout protection. So one thing that we didn't do is we didn't download the password file. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so the password list is here.
But then you're going to show the password file, I think.
And it's often used by proxy web servers to keep track of the original sender's IP address. Protection is to use the X-forwarded4 header, which we can include with our login post requests.
Wait, how do we know that this is this one? I'm actually going to go back a bit to the... wait, brute force. picoCTF. Oh, no, we were on the browser, regular browser here. So let's read this a little bit. So this challenge, download the password X-forwarded for header. One potential for bypass for IP block protection is the X-forwarder for headers. Is this something that's well known? X-forwarded for header. Let me check, we can check on ChatGPT here. Is it well known that X-forwarded for is a common tool header for bypassing IP blocks? Or is it just for this box? This is my question. Yes, it is widely known. X-forwarded4 is one of the oldest and most common abused HTTP headers for attempting to bypass IP-based restrictions, because many web servers and middleware basically trusted the headers to present the client's real IP. IP attackers often spoof it to evade simple IP block lists, trigger rate limits to reset, masquerade as different clients, circumvent geolocation filters. Okay, now it's less effective. Most framework require explicit configuration before trusting XFF. Okay, so it's really like a poorly... Today, it's kind of like, it's very easy. It's noob friendly. And a well-known pitfall. If you want, I can outline secure ways to handle trusted IPs or common misconfiguration that lead to exploit. So exploitation, okay. So, good. We're learning about new ways to attack. Oh, wait, let's go back actually to this. X-forwarded4. Okay, so we need to include in our post progress. Okay, this header allows us to specify the IP address of the client and is often used by proxy web servers to keep track of the original sender's IP address. Okay, X-forwarded header one. Okay, we can do that. Yeah. Okay, I see. But it can also be used to bypass IP lockout protection by sending a different IP address to the X-forwarded4 header with each login request. Okay. So it's kind of a write-up, but not really. So we need to every time use x forwarded for. So 10.10.1, 10.10.2 with each login request. Okay. Interesting. But it can also be used to bypass IP lockouts by sending a different IP address through the X forwarded for header with each. Okay. It's just a visual aid. You uses it for the video. Yeah, and then you explained quite clearly this as well. So at some point we'll need to do this, right? And the number.txt is used where? Oh. All right, let's try to understand this a bit. X post. Okay, it's pretty common. Zombie, Ed Zombie, what's up? We're hacking web pages at Zombie. Are you on your way to work today? Just now? Ed Zombie is a friend of mine. Nice. Fuff X post D. Email CTF player. Okay, this we know. D is this. Password is fuzz2. Okay, so there's two different fuzz things. That makes sense, right? No, I am teleworking today. Ah, nice. So I bet you're in queue for a game, no? Nice that you're teleworking today. It's gonna be a nice day for you. H, content type application JSON. Okay. Content type application JSON. H forwarded for. And then there's a fuzz. Okay, there's another fuzz. Well, so you can fuzz twice. Fuzz2. Okay, here. Okay. So basically fuzzing is just changing around some parameters. Until it matches something good. And there's another fuzz2. Passwords.txt. Fuzz2. Okay. Pitchfork. All right. Okay, so shall we try that? I guess we should try that, but probably we need to create something. Well, we have two fuzz points in fuff. You have to tell the program which files to use for fuzz1 and which one for fuzz2. You can't just copy that. Fuzz1 and fuzz2. Which is basically what you're doing here, no? The thing that surprises me is that we define here number.txt and then we don't define it later. I say let's go back to the video. We're not going to give up now. This walkthrough, where do we put the video? It was in the box itself. Here we go.
So what is the X forwarded for header? It is something that it is a legitimate HTTP header. And this header allows us to specify the IP address of the client. And it's often used by proxy web servers to keep track of the original sender's IP address. So when we send web requests, we're usually not interacting with the web server itself, but we have to go through a number of web server proxies, so other computers that relay information. And when we relay this information, it has to know what the original IP address was, and that's what it uses the X forwarded for HTTP header for.
Okay, makes sense.
But the X forwarded for HTTP header can also be used to bypass IP lockup protections by sending a different IP address through the H forwarded for header with each login request. So to do this, we can use the FFUF brute forcing tool, or it's a fuzzing tool. It's a very popular program that is used to send to do different web app security testing. Okay, so we're going to be using the FFUF tool to do a brute force attack. But
Mm-hmm.
before we do that, we need to set up some things. So inside of here, we've got our passwords. So we have our passwords right here. We need to know how many passwords are on this list, because that's the number of requests that we're going to be sending. So this is 20. This is 20 passwords. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a list of numbers. And we're going to use the sequence command 1 to 20. And we're just going to call that numbers.txt, because we're going to be using this as part of our attack. Okay, so we're going to be using the numbers.txt list. We're going to be using the passwords list.
Okay, nice.
And we're going to be sending this information with FFUF. We're going to send a post request. So FFUF, capital X post, we send our JSON data. Our JSON data, email, CTF player, password is fuzz2. So we got two things we're going to be replacing with our word lists. So the password is going to be fuzz2, and x-forwarded4 is going to be fuzz1. So what we're going to do in x-forwarded4, we're going to replace our IP address with another IP address, and this is going to be part of the fuzzing attack. We're going to send it to this IP address right here. Sorry, this URL right here to the login endpoint. So for fuzz2, we're going to use passwords.txt, so the password's in that list. And for fuzz1, we're going to use the numbers we created. So it's going to be 10.10.
I see. Wow, okay. So I see. This is the W, what W's for. I'm getting 20 errors on my fuzz. Oh, nice. It makes sense. If you want tomorrow, I think we're going to be able to do it today. If you want tomorrow XR, we can have a nice in-depth look. Because as much as we're going to work today, I think tomorrow we'll need to check it again just to reinforce. I mean, we don't need to, but it would benefit us. So, okay. So I like this. This is really cool. So passwords.txt. So we need to define two word lists. That's amazing. So maybe we can, the thing that surprised me most here was that we didn't really get a post or anything. And you did this 7 days ago. How could it be that we don't get a post? We get, but not post. Is it that bad? Maybe not. The thing is, we don't get a timeout error. It says 200. They're all very happy. I don't know what's happening. I don't think we're really inputting that much. The video commits every day. I probably recorded the video 2 weeks ago, lol. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not like 2 years ago, you know, like they might have changed the box or something. But you agree with me that it's really weird that we get a get here and that we don't get a timeout or something. An error 0, that's really weird. Sometimes not getting errors is weirder than getting errors. It's not as good. Okay, maybe we can try again with the box. Try to understand a bit better how it works, the login part. I don't know why I'm refreshing, but I did, I guess. Launch instance. Launching instance. Remember to check your email verification link. I'll do that now. Typical me not verifying emails. picoCTF. Please confirm. Verify email address. Play Pico. Okay, connectivity error. Okay, I hate it when you just have to click a link and then for some reason they take you out again. You have to log in. It's like, dude, I created my password. It's on password manager. It's not on my phone. Just let me verify my email. Jeez. You can copy paste the command from the GitHub just fine. Just need to plug in your own server and make sure it's a login endpoint. Yeah, I could, but it's like we wouldn't learn much. I guess it would work, yeah. And we could reverse engineer it to understand how it works. I say though, we try to see why we're not getting a GET request here. Oopsies, manage passwords. Okay, don't do that. Don't save it. Oh, why am I doing it here when I could obviously be doing it on the other one? And the one that's monitored by Burp. Is this one good? No, right? Download the website running here. Yep. Okay, close this. Run this. Copy this. Random, but I am enjoying the old and new when checking status of multiple files, lol. There's old and new? Is this checking the status of multiple files? What do you mean, XR? Is this something with a shy hat? Okay, cool. Okay, we got more stuff. We only get gets. WCL passwords.txt. You want to repeat it, but with different file, you do passwords, numbers. It will replace passwords with numbers and rerun the command. Ah. I see. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, you just use something else. All you need is something that rotates, so you don't have to define it as anything. All right, we still get only GET request, nothing more. But maybe that's fine. It's still weird that they would change it, no? If you run a command and then you forgot to sudo, just sudo. You don't have to top it all out again, lol. Am I doing this? I know you. Oh, you're watching the video.
10.10.1
Is that it?
and .2 and .3, etc.
Wow,
Okay, so
super
with
confused,
FFUF, we're going to match the codes, all of them, and we're going to use the pitchfork mode with FFUF. So the pitchfork mode in FFUF means that for the first password, we're going to use the first number. And for the second password, we're going to use the second number, etc., etc.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let me get the syntax for the FFUF command.
You can switch my stream to 2 times the speed if you want to. Just might buffer a little bit.
Okay, so this is the FFUF command. I'll just paste it in to the chat. FFUF it's pretty specialized software.
Yeah, I guess I get how.
Let's see. Everything's going to be the same.
Whoa, what happened here? What was it all written out? Ah, because you used the cheat code. Yeah, I get how listening to your own voice can be a bit frustrating. Can be a bit weird to listen to your own voice because you sound different. I heard that the vibrations in your skull and everything makes you sound different than you sound when you're in a microphone. It's just so weird. Let's listen to ourselves here. Sorry, Twitch, not TV. Everyone sounds sexier in their own head. Hello. Let's see it. Let's listen to ourselves a bit. See what it sounds like. I had some podcasts. Oh, probably gonna get some ads now. I don't have ads turned on. Oh, yep, we're good. I used to have a podcast. I sound like cornbread. I used to have a podcast. Hello. I sound like cornbread. I used to have a podcast. I think I got used to it. It's not as bad as it used to be. But yeah, when I was editing my podcast for the first time, I was like, what the fuck? And I used to hate doing it because of that. Now I think I got used to it. But yeah, okay. Back to brute forcing. You don't sound bad. Oh, thank you, Ed Zombie. Such a supportive friend. Yeah, I don't think anyone sounds bad, but I think Ed Zombie. You've it's always 2x speed. When I edit 2 videos, wow, you're like you're a ninja. I can't understand 2x. Sometimes 1.5, but 2 is too much, especially when it's something that I don't know like this. All right. Cool. We have the login page. We must figure out a way through. We created numbers.txt, so that's really good. Let's go back to the video. I don't wanna just do that for now. Let's copy this, I say. So FFUF. I have to get to work, by the way, folks. Not too long.
And for this,
so let's go here, fuff, and we're gonna do X post. Okay, fine. Let's do X post. Even though it doesn't seem to have worked so far. Let's do post. D. I'm curious. You sound like cornbread. What does cornbread sound like? Is this an American thing? Sound like cornbread. I think cornbread's pretty American. And so cornbread, because corn came from the US, I think. Originally. So it makes sense. Or that Ed Zombie's the type of person who would know that, whether corn came from the US. Email. US. CTF. Ed Zombie knows. There's no corn in EU, yeah. Kind of like the tomato, no? CF player, but I'm not sure if the tomato actually came from the US. Player. It might have come from like Mexico or something too, no? CTF player at picoCTF.org. If we wanted to here, we could if we didn't know the user, we could also try another fuzz way of fuzzing. Wow, we can make some like big ass query. Just like enumerating, making a while loop that just keeps on enumerating. Yeah, so corn comes from America originally. Nice. Cool to know. All right. Password. Fuzz2. All right, now we'll define fuzz2, I guess. Close and close this. Whoops. Do I need 2? No, why would you want to put another one, a red one? Okay. Post D is this. Did we close? I think we should close it here. All right, and then we do H, big H. Oh, H is for defining headers, I guess. You need to close the original with a single bracket. It got cut off in the video. You need to close the original. I mean, I guess you did it later, that's why. Just copy paste. Maybe you can check here what you did here. No, not here. Oh, it's on here. So you closed. Yeah, you mean this this quotation mark here? You need to close the original with a single bracket. Yeah, no, we did it. Thank you very much for coming by, AXR. Lovely having you. Have a good night. We'll work on this a bit more tomorrow if you want. All right, cool. So this, we can close the, this. I think this is what you meant, closing with another bracket. So cool, this is good. Let's go back into our box. H. Yep, lol, nice. Nice. XR must be on the East Coast. Yeah, he is. Yeah, 6 hours difference. Yeah. You're on the West Coast? Shy Hat? West Coast Canada here. Oh, you're Canadian. I couldn't hear it in your accent. Haven't heard you say out yet. Jason. Okay, I'm not sure why we're doing this though. Content type, application, JSON. Let's actually try to insert this header and see what happens. I kind of want to see what happens if we insert this header. So let's go here into get before. Okay. Is there where's picoCTF? It's here. Website is running here. All right, let's go to it. Now we're gonna do this. I kind of want to create a rule. Settings. I'm just gonna create a rule here, folks, to make sure that we have West Coast of Canada. Wow, that's really far from me. Name. So let's do it. A picoCTF 2. Cancel request. No, modify header. No. Modify request header. We want to make it. What are we doing here? We're making our H content type. We're going to see what it makes. Application JSON. Okay. And now we do it everywhere. Fuck it. I'll turn it off after. All right, we can save now. Nice. So cool. It's here. picoCTF 1 and picoCTF 2. Great. And now we'll turn it on here. Oh. No, probably not. Doesn't change anything, right? Let's inspect. We want to go network. Refresh the page. Are we seeing here the JSON thingy? Yeah, content type application JSON, but it doesn't seem to do anything really. Do you know why we're doing this, the Shy Hat, if we already have the application? Why do we need to add the H application JSON? If we already have... It doesn't seem to add anything here, at least visually. H X forwarded for 10.10 10.fuzz 1. Whoopsies. Sometimes it won't accept the JSON data if we don't tell it what type of data to expect with content type. Okay, and this is JSON text that we're doing? Because we know FUF is written in Go, then the output is in JSON. Fuzz1, got it. Nice. So the URL is the whichever box we're on. Let's go to decrypt picoCTF. How much time we have? None. So let's restart instance. Wow, we ran like 5 different instances here. The website is running here. Got it. So let's log in. I think, do we need to put quotation marks? Probably, no? No, we don't. W, we need to define the 2 fuzzes. Our passwords is stored in downloads. It is in home. JSON is a data type with data between the curly brackets. I see. Okay. Oh, so headers are in JSON format. So the headers that we were trafficking here are in JSON format. Gotta make sure the URL includes the login portion at the end. Okay. Yeah, are we missing that? Well, we'll compare it before we send it. W/downloads. Downloads slash, what did I call it? Passwords.txt is gonna be fuzz2. Password is gonna be fuzz, okay. And then W numbers.txt is gonna be fuzz1. Fuzz1. MC all mode pitch fork. Okay, let's run it and see what happens. Okay. Looks like it ran stuff. The fuck? Go, whoa. Okay, so there's a lot of options. Okay, it ran numbers. Okay, that's good. 1, fuzz2, fuzz110, 12. That didn't go to the login endpoint. Oh, okay. So yeah, we need to specify more things. Okay. So let's make it smaller again. There we go. And we'll check against the login, decrypt message, brute force, header. No header we don't need. What do we need to check? Cali, no, login, decrypt message request. Where do we go from here? Description. Limitation, okay, fuzz, where was it? Where we have it here. Oh no, it's on the other one. Caramba. Ah, we saved it here, that's the thing. We'll need to look for it. The shy hat, hacker frogs, blob main. Okay, we'll need to transfer it onto the instance. Because yeah, this is our host computer and this is the machine, so that's not very useful. I think we should find a way to connect chats, to connect the chat to this box as well, so that we can click on links if we want to. Method of solve. Okay, we said login here. Fuff, exposed, email is this, content type application JSON, X forwarded 4, U is this, password, first number, MC all, mode for fork. What do you mean we got to do the login? That didn't go to the login endpoint. Oh, I see. Oh, this is the difference. Okay, so we have to go to the login here. Yeah, I think it just tried, but not with the login put. Interesting. /login. Ooh, already? No, it's just rerun it because can't see thing. Error 0. Okay, word lines. Size, word, duration. Status 429. Oh, 200. Is it this one? 200 means success. Which IP did we use? Which one was it? I mean, we can just click on the. This website is running here. All right, email we know. Password is this. Email is this. Invalid input types. Invalid input types. Cannot get login. The fuck? Oh, that didn't go through the login endpoint. If it went through successfully, you'll notice the size of one of the requests should be different. Yeah, the size. I mean, it says 200, the status. And let's face it, Shahat, we all know that in CTFs, usually, especially in bigger ones, the answer is around 2/3 of the way in, or like 3/4. It's usually like this. If it went through successful, you'll notice the size of one of the requests change. So the size definitely changes. So we know that it's this, but for some reason, it's not goddamn working. We have time on this. Huh. You're gaming the test meta. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, CTF player at picoCTF.org. Okay, well, there shouldn't be anything wrong, no? Uncover the hidden secret. We've just been told this is the one. Invalid input types. What the heck are you expecting? Email. Try pasting the password again. Maybe. But anyway, it should log me out. It should log me out. Maybe. Okay, no. Because I had a hypothesis that maybe the password file would change every time the box would reset. But maybe that'd be a bit harsh. Copy selection. Invalid input types. Is it because we put JSON here? Is this because this is active? Disable. Oh, nice. Yeah, it was really the JSON thing that was fucking us over. Cool. Folks, we did it. 8:20 a.m. I need to get to freaking work. GG. Thank you. Thank you, Zombie. Thank you, the Shy Hat. And thanks, XR, for participating. Folks, it's been tons of fun today. I love Pico. It's really, really nice. And your video really helped. I think I might look at the end of it of how you... Because I think beyond just having the answer, I think videos are really cool to see the thought process. Pico has a lot of people covering it. It's a really nice platform. Awesome. We'll do more of it. So cool. Edzabi, thanks for joining us. It was really awesome having you. Enjoy your day off, kind of. It's not a day off, but kind of. Hope you don't have too many meetings. Shahad, thanks a ton for coming on, and having your help is really precious, and I think you're really a big help for the for the community. So thank you for hopping on, helping me out, helping us out and understand it. And yeah, maybe tomorrow during breakfast I'll try to hop on your stream. I think you finish around 5:30 my time. So it's a little bit difficult because I wake up usually at 5:20 and I'm like, wow. I'm not in the best space to watch a stream directly. But hopefully we'll catch up. I'd love to see a bit what you're up to. First, love you to death. Nice. Cool. Thank you, the Shy Hat. Thank you, at Zombie. Take care. Have a good day, a good night, and we'll see each other very soon. Let me just check if there's anyone on. Probably not, but InfoSec stream. Yeah, just me. Cool, folks. Thanks a ton for being here. And thanks a ton for the viewers that stay quiet. It's awesome to have you as well. Have a good day, folks. Have a good night. Ciao, ciao.